figure I would show you guys another tool of the trade that I have. This is how I make my toy laminates. So I do have an industrial laminator right here. It goes up to 10 mil for the lamination packets. That is really, really thick. Think like the menus at restaurants, that's 10 mil. It gets very hot. Even though it's small, like I said, it can handle large production. The next thing that you need is the pouches. Now, I buy these in super bulk by like the millions, and they are actually cut to a very specific size. You cannot buy these straight out the gate like this. So anyway, I can't show you the laminates that I made. I can show you, well, you can see one side of it, it doesn't matter. But I decided to do a lamination for one of my Pokemon cards. This, of course, is generic, so all you Pokemon people out there, don't freak about it. But anyway, I cut this laminate down to size. This is the regular size. I did this just so that this would fit a little bit better. One thing to keep in mind is you do need the important, you need a specific type of cardstock. This is very similar to the cardstock that I use for the laminates. You also want to make sure that you have rounded corners on it. That helps give a better seal on the pouch when it's going through. So I have this cut down to size, and you kind of just position it in there as such. And then you do want to make sure that you use a liner or a carrier sheet for this. This helps reduce scratching or anything of the sort, dust that can sometimes get in the rollers. You just put it in there. Also, sometimes glue gets squeezed out, so you want to make sure that it doesn't get on your rollers. You just put it in the pouch like this, and then, I know you can't see it, but I put mine closest to the edge when they're tinier than the width of this. That way the compression is better on the edge. Once that's out, you have your Pokemon toy laminate. So if the corners on the pouches aren't trimmed or rounded, I also round those. I do have a little, you can't see it, but I do have a corner press over there, and then the final bit. And this might not go all the way through, punch all the way through, just because this is still warm. But you usually wait till it cools off, and then you take your slotted punch, and yeah, see, it left a little bit of a little bit of an edge on there, just because, like I said, the glue is still kind of hot inside. But once it's cool, you punch it, and then you can hang your laminate. You guys want to see my other cool Pokemon cards? A couple of them, my holographics. Anyway, yeah. I make these, so if you need them, let me know.